What's up guys, gals, and all you awesome minions and gamers of different shapes and sizes. It is me, Josh, aka Proxy, bringing you some Strike Vector EX on the PlayStation 4 today, and as always, it's freaking awesome. Do you remember when I used to actually say game titles where it was, like, if you say it was Strike Vector, it'd be Strike freaking Vector, or it'd be Ratchet and freaking Clank. I really miss doing that. I really miss doing that. Maybe I should start doing it a bit more. I don't know why I stopped doing it. It just seems to have kind of like fizzled. I don't know why it's fizzled. Maybe I definitely need to go back to it. It was so me. It was such a me thing, and people would go, "Oh, Proxy, you silly goose." But we are playing some Strike Vector VX multiplayer, and of course, I'm loving it. It's a really cool game. It's something that I've really enjoyed since release, and it's so great to casually play a game and just be able to pick it up and play. Just casually pick it up and play, enjoy it, and then think to yourself, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna go have something to eat now. Maybe I'll come back and pick it up again. You don't really have to like wait through like long loading times. You don't have to kind of like find immense amounts of matches, you know, in a sense of like, you're not having to like pick and choose and think, oh, maybe I want to play on that map, or maybe I want to go in this one because of this game mode. Because the really cool thing is that all the game modes and all the maps are really awesome. They're really well designed. As you can see, like this one here is very kind of more enclosed. Like you do have that open area around the outside of the map, but the inside bit is this really unusual close quarters, like corridor sectioned off kind of thing, and it's kind of like a Death Star in a way, but not. It's more of like a reactor, as you can see here, with this weird, I assume this powers all of the coffee machines inside this building, I think, I'm not too sure, but it's still a really badass map, because, and this is the main thing, is that you have a variety of open maps and very enclosed maps, and I really appreciate that. I do not know why I just blew myself with mines there, but I did. And I just like it. Look, so you have this really open area where you can do all this like awesome open combat as you're used to while playing, like say if you're playing in Slum 405, but you then also have these really enclosed maps, and there are some really cool enclosed maps. Like there's one which is like lava base, it's kind of like in a refinery, then you have this one which is more in, like, as I said, like a Death Star, and it's just, I love how there are different sections, and I love how all the maps have so much to them. They are like these giant kind of like Battlefield kind of inspired types of maps. Like, could you picture, like, say Battlefront, like stormtroopers, like running around in these kind of like areas? It'd be really cool. It'd be really badass. But you've got spaceships. You've got spaceships that hover around, and it's just so nicely designed. I so appreciate that the developers have gone out of their way to make these really cool maps, and there are 15 of them. There are freaking 15 of these maps, and that means that whenever you're going to a different one, it might be an open one or it might be a closed one, but there is still so much different in its like design, and I like that. I love that. I'm just in love with this game. I mean, I think you need to hold me back a little bit. Maybe I need some time apart for this thing. Because, again, I've just been really enjoying it. And it's an issue that I had with, say, like Battlefield 1, or say even like a MOBA like Paragon. Like, I am getting really into Paragon at the moment. It's a game that I kind of never had time to like play, because recently, like for like the last few months, I've just not had no time. I've had too much work to do. This is why I haven't been able to do any videos. Even with Evolve, I haven't had to stop playing Evolve and stuff. But I've been able to come back home from work, sit down, pick up my controller, and it literally takes like 3 to 4 minutes, maybe even less, to get into this game, get into a match, and shoot some shizzle up. And that makes me happy. That makes me so over the moon that I can just play a game without having to think, oh, I've got to go through the server browser, I've got to try and make sure that I'm fighting against players, because as you can see, like, I'm with a player, but the AI is very capable. The AI knows how to fight you, it knows how to navigate around the maps, which is something that has completely blew my mind, because as we did when we talked to Pierre from Rage Quit Corp that actually made this game, you know, I was like saying to him, how did you even like pull off the pathfinding for all the AI in this game? But they do it really well. They'll wander around, you can see they'll find health, they'll actually hunt you down, they'll try and shoot you, they're really accurate as well, and it's this really badass thing as well that the AI levels up with you, which is something that I mentioned in my review. We have actually reviewed this game, but I will not spoil the review score, so you can go check that out on www.proxyplayload.com, or wait for the video review, which will be coming out very soon. Again, trying to find all that free time to do all that content. I've got a live lock video review to do, I've got the Strike Vector EX video review to do. I've got so many reviews to do, so much to do. I need to do the, I've finished Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and now I need to even do that review. There's just way too much stuff that I need to do. I so seriously need a hug. Oh my goodness. Because I should let me know, what do you think to Strike Vector EX? I would love to know. Have you ended up purchasing it? Have you tried it out? What did you think to the multiplayer, the campaign? even just like the vectors themselves, as you can tell by just watching this, is so fluid, it is so fun. And I just crashed into a wall, but it does not matter, because even if you do, you can still chuckle about it. You can still have a nice little wall, you know? Oh my goodness. Such a good game, and I can't wait to see what actually happens next with it too, because there is so much that we could actually like see from Strike Vector. There is so much of a open like platter, not even a platter, but more like a canvas. And this is something I always say about a lot of games that I see so much huge potential with, is that Strike Vector EX is kind of like a canvas. I like to say is Strike Vector EX is a canvas, and what you can do with the vectors, with the maps, with the game modes, is the paint. There is so much that you can make from it. There is so much that you can design with, like, say, the weapons, and even more like ship customizations. Even the story, there is just so much you can add to it, and I'm so looking forward to seeing what this game could provide to its community, and what the community could actually make out of it, because initially when Strike Vector came out on the PC, the community was actually quite big. People were actually, like, literally in love with it, and they were all thinking, oh, well, you could do, like, tournaments and stuff like that, and there was just so much that you could make out of Strike Vector, and even just as a series now, because you could class it as a series where it's been on the PC, and now it's had EX, which is obviously, in its sense, a new game, because you have the campaign and things, but it's this thing where, like, I'm always imagining, like, the other weapons that you could get, or the other vector designs, or even if, like, say they made little side story missions, because I love the narrative. Like, I mean, the story itself is kind of, I mean, it's not like BAFTA winning. Like, this is something I say in my review, is that I say that it's, like, it could be, like, awarded for an Emmy or something like that, you know, but the fact that you have this universe, and there's so much stuff that they put in the writing and the lore of the universe, that it makes me really excited about what they could actually add in the future, especially the pilots and the characterization of the pilots through the vectors. Like, all the characters within the single player have their own vectors, and they all have, like, a different design, they have all different weapon types, they all have reasons why they use those weapon types in a sense, I guess, which kind of goes with their personality, and that means that you could do so much with this kind of stuff, especially, again, because the maps tell such a story. Kill streak ×3, baby. I'm doing quite well here. I'm whipping some serious butt cheeks, and I'm not even just using the default Gatling guns, and the default Gatling guns are really fun to use. As you can see, that you get those bullet streams, and they just kind of like spark off walls, and they make this immense amount of damage. The weapons are incredibly balanced. This is something that was actually really good about the past PC version, as well as that there was like a few little issues with like the weapons and stuff, but they ended up balancing them, and that actually carries on into this version as well, where they balanced it even more. And all the weapons just work. Even like, say, homing missiles, that you can dodge them, but if someone ends up like teaming up, and this is the thing, like swarm missiles and such are working in a team. They're kind of like backing up your wingman and stuff. And so if someone's using like the Gatling gun, and then you come in there with the swarm missiles or the homing missiles, it means it messes with their dodge, and it means that they'll get taken down. And so there is just so much kind of like combinations when it comes to working as a team in this game, where you'd think that all the weapons would be kind of very soloable, but they're not. They're not at all. This game is so based on actually working with a unit, a legion, a team, and I love that, because it goes to that whole Top Gun thing that you would expect from Strike Vector, because the game, even the campaign, is all about working with like other pilots and stuff, and so you kind of get that while playing the multiplayer in this, in that you want to work with other people. You can fight against other people, you can fight against everybody if you want in like the standard deathmatch mode, but in squad battle, and even in like, say, demolition and such, you get that feeling of that the weapons really contribute to working together in a team. And again, with that kind of personality to it, it just really helps with kind of like the future aspects of what Strike Vector could actually give. We got a victory there. That was some squad battle. I hope you enjoyed that. We got a few kills. We did quite a good amount of awesomeness. The comment section below, let me know what you think of Strike Vector. Hopefully you can do even more videos in the future where I will be spotlighting some of the maps, even more of the weapon combinations. Combinations? What the fudge is a combination? I don't know. I'm not drunk. I've just been breathing a lot. I mean, I don't know if like the oxygen's got to my combinations. But either way, it's been me, Josh, aka Proxy, bringing you some Strike Vector, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao for now.